Good morning, YouTube. Yes, it's been a couple weeks. I have been sick, but I'm feeling better today. So this video is going to be something new, the start of something new on the channel. I have bought a new sled for 2019. This is the Norseman 3000. So this is a utility sled. It's just for fishing, breaking trail, stuff like that. And I thought, hey, why not give it a go and cover all the points? I could not find any reviews online for this machine, and it's just a crapshoot. You buy a new machine, you spend your 12 grand, and you hope you're happy with what you get. So over the course of this series, I want to review the machine. How does it actually ride? How much do I like it? That's going to take time, but for right now, we can discuss a few simple things about the machine. It has 10-inch mountain skis on this unit, and these are fantastic for getting up and floating. Nice wide skis, 10 inches. They taper down to 8 at the back. Like I said, this is a 4-stroke. It's got the C-Tech 4, and it's a 700 twin. And the Norseman, the Arctic Cat Norseman, was the Arctic Cat Bearcat is what this machine was a couple years back. It's the same machine, they've just changed the name of it. And yesterday I had the machine for the first time, took it off the trailer, and I was not happy with what I got. And that was entirely my fault. Sick as a dog, fevered, weak, tired, but so excited to go skidooing that I thought after a 10-year hiatus from actually riding in powder and trail riding, that I was just going to jump on here and be the man. That machine kicked my ass yesterday. I didn't have it on the trail 5 minutes and it was on its side. Almost 580 pounds, almost 600 pounds, this machine. So you are not going to manhandle this like we did the machines we had of 20 years ago, the 300s, the 250s. My big machine back then was a Scandic 377. This is a 700 twin, 585 pound behemoth. One man is not going to lift this track. He is not going to flip it over by himself very easily. You need to ride with friends, or I'm thinking about putting a winch on the back. Actually, I know that's pretty cool, but that's what I'm thinking because these are heavy machines. So I had the trailer out in December. I had to put a plow on the four-wheeler, and I didn't leave the trailer out. I was really stupid. I put it back here 70 yards behind the house. And then 2 days ago, I had to dig out 70 yards of snow to get my trailer out. But that's how excited I was. And I'll show you guys what happened. This trail here, it doesn't look, the camera doesn't show depth very good, but I'll show you how deep. We're talking almost 4 feet of snow here, and I had to shovel this out. I tried by hand, I tried with the snowblower, we tried packing it with another skidoo. It took me 3 hours to get this done, and what happened yesterday was I tried to come around the four-wheeler with the new sled, and this was all up here. It hadn't been rode on, and the bank just rolled away. It's granular, it's not powder. It's very light, but it's granular, and the whole bank just washed away, and the new sled ended up on its side right here. This isn't just a gratuitous shot of the new snow machine. This is to show you guys how much snow I have on my roof. This year has been crazy. I live in Northern Ontario, we get lots of snow, but this year, and there's today's job after I'm done making this video, is those roofs need to be cleaned off. This Costco unit here on the right, I actually did a review on the channel for it, and we read right in the book, not made for Northern Ontario winters. The gauge sheet roofing on there is not very thick, so I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it's holding up, but you don't want to take chances with that. You got to clean that off. That's like 4 feet of snow up there. So today, there's my job. Just so you know, belts are 120 bucks for this machine, and I burnt one off that machine in 10 minutes yesterday. This powder, I was just too gung-ho, got it stuck. I really wanted to go for a ride, so I horsed it a little too much. Break-in period? Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. The machine literally has 20 minutes on it, and 15 of that was when it was stuck, so took the belt right out of it. You gotta watch, guys. It's not super cold this morning, probably minus 15. But we'll We'll just try a cold weather start here. It's been sitting out all night. You'll notice that the temperature gauge flashes on the machine. Once we start it, it'll keep flashing, and they just, you know, recommend you leave it until that light is off. So yesterday's riding, I was a little disappointed at getting the machine stuck. I got it stuck twice in 10 minutes, and then I realized it's just the conditions, the powder here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm standing on the trail I made, but what happens when I step off of it? It's up over my thighs. So this machine, in all reality, was doing an excellent job staying up on top and floating along. Where you get into the problems is where you got to slow down to make a curve, or out here in the front I've got crabapple trees, and I swerved to miss one of the crabapple trees. I could see the top of it sticking over the snowbank, and I slowed down, and that was the end of it. Once you slow down to get going, it breaks through that top level. It's all granular, and your track goes right to the bottom. I should have just took the time to dig out the front end a little better, but I didn't. So lesson learned. There's a lot of power to these machines, and you can burn out a belt real quick. One of the best features about the Norseman, the 2019, is the 154-inch track. It's 15, it's got 1.6-inch lugs on it, but it's an articulating track, so it actually moves up and down. So when you're in reverse, it'll actually come up instead of just digging the back end into the ground, which is an improvement over the 2017-18 Bearcat model that they had. There's a suspension adjuster in there. You've got light, medium, and heavy settings. They come on light, and that's what I'm running the machine on for now, simply because I don't know what I'm going to like. It's been so long since I've been out trail riding that I just got to put some miles on it and decide which one I prefer. So the machine does come with the tow hitch here, which is nice. There's a little storage compartment under the seat, which you can't get a lot of stuff in there. Your toolkit, and then I put a tow strap in there as well. Side panels are held on with just two clasps here. And belts are changeable in under 5 minutes. I'm just gonna undo that, flip it around, push it in, screw it back in. That loosens the clutch. Remove the belt, put the new one on, flip that back around, do it back up. Very simple compared to old machines. Just expensive. So this whole front assembly actually is adjustable as well. So you can see right here, you can just loosen that off, and you can lean these back or forward wherever you want. Parking brake, all your adjustments for your reverse is right here, one button push. Headlights, heated grips, all that stuff's pretty standard. And then you've got your digital gauge, which you can cycle through all your coolant temp and your RPM and whatnot. As you can see, 1 kilometer. Well, my first impressions are, other than the fact that I was sick yesterday and shouldn't have been riding because I was just really weak and tired, and this is a fantastic machine. I can tell already. I mean, I do have 20 years of riding experience, but they were all older machines. We break trails up here. We're going fishing a lot, pulling sleds. Actually, I have a sled to show you guys. I bought a sled with this, an Otter sled. But I can tell right away, very responsive. Nice low RPM takeoff. You can just take off and crawl through the bush if you want. It's very smooth. I don't know top end, obviously I haven't had it. It's probably around 100 kilometers an hour, so it's not a speed machine, it's a utility machine. And because of that, something I hadn't thought of, insurance. My buddy just bought a 1000 there a month ago, and his insurance is double what mine is for the 700 utility machine. So that's something to take into consideration as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, I paid extra for the colored numbers. They get you on that. 60 bucks. Otherwise you're putting the crappy blue ones that come from the MTO on there. No thank you. Really, I mean, you can compare specs online all you want, but until you get on it and drive it and see how it performs, you don't know. And even I don't know right now, because as I showed you, I've only got 1 kilometer on it. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a lot of sledding, and we're going to be doing some videos on it. I'll show you guys that trailer. There's the Otter trailer, guys. It's probably about a 70-pound sled, and they come with the nice tongue on it and everything, totally removable. You can get a soft cover for these. I haven't seen where you can get a hard cover online, but I'm gonna do something, maybe just end up drilling down the sides and crisscrossing a rope back over top and putting everything in a tarp. I'm just gonna put my saw, my auger, all my fishing stuff in here, and then occasionally we'll be running kids in the sled. So when we've got more than one kid, they can ride in here. And the nice part is, if I push my seats up in the front, it just fits in the car. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but that is a quiet machine. There's a better look at those skis too. So that's just to show you guys, this machine is fantastic. It will get up and go on this stuff, which is surprising. None of my old sleds would have did that, so it's just up to me to learn to ride the new machine now. I'll show you guys walking through this stuff. Like, it's almost waist deep. The worst part is going back to get the camera when I'm done a run. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. All right, guys, that's all I've got for this video. I just wanted to let you know what's coming up on the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next few weeks out on the trails or fishing somewhere. Thanks for watching.